Hallo, also Lektion 2 ist jetzt schon fertig. Jetzt gehen wir weiter zu Lektion 3. Aber davor lernen wir ein bisschen Akkusativ. So before we go ahead to lesson number 3, we are going to see some more small parts which are remaining in accusative. So let's go. So here I have two sentences. Maria kauft eine Schere is the first one. So we know already how to guess the subject and the object. Kaufen is the verb that means to buy. So who is buying? We have to ask the question where. Wer kauft? Who is buying? Maria kauft. Also Maria ist das Subjekt. Und was kauft Maria? Maria kauft eine Schere. Also eine Schere ist das Objekt. Man fragt, was? What? What is Maria buying? And that answer will give you the object. That is an accusative. Correct? So now let us deal with the second sentence. Kennst du den Mann da? Do you know the man there? Kennen means to know. Do you know the man there? Ja, ist mein Nachbar. Yes, he is my neighbor. So, first we will deal with the question over here. That is the main part. Kennst du den Mann da? So, the verb here is kennen, to know. Who is knowing? Where kennt? That will give us a subject. So, du. Du is das Subjekt. And now, whom are you knowing? That is the object. Den Mann. Okay, so here the question that we ask is not or what, because was or what is for a thing. Eine Schere in the previous sentence was a thing. That is why was the correct question. But now den Mann is not a thing, it is a person. So we have to ask whom. It is called as wen accusative. W-E-N, wen. So the question here is wen because the object is a person. Previously it was a thing, so we asked was. So now it is a person, so we ask wen. So wen is the question that you ask for the object. So den man is in accusative. So the change in the article is same. Man is masculine, so it became den. There became den in accusative. Den man. Okay. So now what we figured out from this, the object can be a thing and also a person. Previously we were dealing only with a thing. So now we are going to deal with objects which are a person also. Okay. Let us look at some examples in the next slide. Also hier sind einige Beispiele. Nummer 1. Karin besucht einen Patienten. So Karin visits a patient. Patienten means patient. Das Verb hier ist besuchen. Besucht. Wer besucht? Karin. Also Karin ist das Subjekt im Nominativ. Und wen besucht Karin? Einen Patienten. Also einen Patienten ist das Objekt im Akkusativ. Einen Patienten is a person. So the question you ask is wen. Nummer 2. Die Mutter sucht das Baby. Das Verb hier ist sucht. To search. Wer sucht? Die Mutter. Also die Mutter ist das Subjekt im Nominativ. Und wen sucht die Mutter? Das Baby. Also das Baby ist im Akkusativ. Das Objekt. Nummer 3. Die Schüler fragen den Lehrer. Das Verb ist fragen. Wer fragt? Die Schüler fragen. Also die Schüler ist das Subjekt im Nominativ. Und wen fragen die Schüler? Den Lehrer. Also den Lehrer ist das Objekt im Akkusativ. Again, das Baby, den Lehrer are persons. So the question you ask is wen. Die Kinder begrüßen die Eltern. Begrüßen is das verb. It means to greet. Who is greeting? Wer begrüßt? Die Kinder. Also die Kinder is das Subjekt im Nominativ. Und wen begrüßen die Kinder? Die Eltern. Also die Eltern ist das Objekt im Akkusativ. Okay, so the change in article is the same. The masculine takes the ending en and nothing changes for feminine, neutral and plural. There is no change in article. The same accusative articles that we use for things in object, same articles we use for persons. The articles are same. But the question that you ask is different. Instead of was, you ask the question wen. Okay, is this clear? Good. So we have deduced a table out of it now. What is a table? Here you can see we have divided the questions or the WH words into thing and person. Okay, so thing and person and further into nominative and accusative. So if in nominative, if the underlined part of the sentence is in nominative and it is a thing, then the question that you ask is was. If it is a nominative but it is a person, the question that you're going to ask is where, means who. Now if the underlined part of the sentence is an accusative, then the question that you ask is was in case of a thing and when in case of a person. Okay, so if you observe keenly, if it is a thing, does not matter if it is an accusative or nominative. The question is always was. The problem is only with person. If it is a person, you ask where in case of nominative and when in case of accusative. Okay, let us practice this with the next slide. So here are the examples. Zum Beispiel. For example, first one, die Flasche ist grün. So the underlined part is die Flasche. The bottle is a thing. So we do not have to think in deep. Straight away we are going to replace die Flasche with was, because was is the question for a thing. So was ist grün, that will be the question. Die Mutter kocht Tee. Now the underlined part is die Mutter. It is a person. So now we have to think whether it is a nominative or accusative. Now the verb is kochen, means to cook. Who is cooking? Where cooked? Die Mutter. So die Mutter is the doer of the verb. That means the subject of the sentence. So now it is in nominative. Correct? So we are going to say where. Correct? Because it is a person and in nominative. So where kocht Tee? Question mark. That will be the question. Beispiel 3. Die Mutter kocht Tee. Now we have Tee as underlined part. Now Tee is a thing. Now we do not have to think whether it is nominative or accusative. So we are going to straight away replace it with was. Correct? So we will say was kocht die Mutter. Correct? The question has to start with WH word, then the verb at second position and then the subject. So was kocht die Mutter? Question mark. Kiran fragt die Lehrerin. So now underlined part is die Lehrerin. It is a person. Now we have to think whether it is in nominative or in accusative. How to understand that? From the verb. The verb decides everything. So the verb is fragen, to ask. Who is asking? Wer fragt? Kiran. Kiran is asking. Wen fragt Kiran? Whom is Kiran asking? Die Lehrerin. She is asking the teacher. So die Lehrerin is the object of the sentence because Kiran is the doer of the verb and die Lehrerin is the object. So the question that we ask or replace die Lehrerin with is wen. W-E-N, wen. So wen fragt Kiran? That will be the question. Kiran fragt die Lehrerin. Again we have the same sentence, but the underlined part is different. Now the underlined part is Kiran, and we found out that Kiran is the subject of the sentence and not the object. So we are going to say where, because Kiran is a person and the subject of the sentence in nominative. So the question that we ask is where. Where fragt die Lehrerin? Who is asking the teacher? Wer fragt die Lehrerin? Question mark. Sport hält jung. Sport hält jung means sport keeps us healthy. Sport keeps us young. Jung means young. Now sport is a thing, so we do not have to think in deep. Sport is a thing, so we are going to replace it with was, obviously. So was hält jung? Question mark. That will be the question. Okay, very simple.